Luka Doncic was sick. He was hurt. But he still put forth an absolute masterpiece, propelling the Dallas Mavericks to an all-important Game 5 win, as the Mavericks now take a 3-2 series lead with a chance to close this thing out Friday in Los Angeles. Luka Doncic had the bounce-back game of all bounce-back games. He put forth his best effort of this series as Doncic. He had 35 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists despite playing through illness and injury to lead the Mavs to that 123-93 rout of the Clippers. I mean, it was not even close, as Doncic acknowledged that he would probably not play on his sprained knee if this were the regular season. But Doncic, he buckled down, he manned up, he knew the significance of this game. He knows these are the playoffs. He saw that sign that said Dallas to Cancun, and he made the Clippers pay. Doncic was especially dominant in the third quarter when Dallas stretched its 10-point halftime lead to 20. He had 14 points and 3 assists in the quarter, playing all but 8 seconds. Doncic continued to struggle with his jump shot, going 2 of 8 on 3-point attempts to dip his 3-point percentage to 26.3% from long range in the series, but he made 12 of his 18 attempts inside the arc, scoring 20 points in the paint. That's the thing. If Luka starts getting it going from outside, watch out. He's already making an impact without getting that 3-ball falling. And what was the case in the Mavericks' previous 2 wins in the series is that Doncic also played very well defensively, and Doncic once again excelled on the defensive end on the floor, and that's where he struggled mightily in Dallas's Game 4 loss on Sunday. According to ESPN stats and information, the Clippers were 3 of 12 from the floor when Doncic was the primary defender in Game 5, including 0 of 7 from 3-point range. That is huge. Not only was Doncic putting the team on his back, taking on the most responsibility, getting his insane production, but he played some of the best defense I've ever seen him play. And he was an immediate difference maker on that side of the court. And you look at Doncic, I mean, every time he goes out there and he plays, it seems like he is always making some sort of history or adding some sort of incredible feat to his already impressive resume. It was the 5th 30-point 10-assist performance of Doncic's postseason career. Other players in franchise history have combined to accomplish that feat only twice, with Steve Nash and Mark Aguirre each having one such playoff performance. Doncic, who shot better than 50% from the floor for the first time in this series, scored or assisted on 61 of the Mavericks' 123 points to help put the Mavs in a position to win this series on Friday, as they have the Clippers on the brink of elimination, and Doncic is one more win away from arguably destroying this super team and putting an end to the Clippers as we know them. Luka Doncic, the most impressive part about this, guys, is that he acknowledged he needed to be better. He said it after last game when the Mavericks lost, and what did he do? He went out there and he put his money where his mouth was. He absolutely went out and played better, because this is what Luka Doncic said on Kyrie Irving, who balled out in Game 4 on Sunday. I gotta help him more. I feel like I'm letting him down, so I gotta be there. I gotta help him more. He's giving everything he has. He's been amazing for us the whole series. And lo and behold, Irving, 14.6 assists. Irving, however, he did still make an impact in this game, but scoring numbers obviously down in this one, 14 points. But Luka Doncic had his back, stepping up and delivering. So I thought that was just awesome. The fact that Luka said what he said following Game 4's loss on Sunday, and then he follows that up with that masterclass that he just had. Luka Doncic doesn't play around. Yeah, he's that guy. And he knows, the Clippers know, he's that guy. Before we continue on with this video, I do want to shout out our sponsor, BetUS. BetUS is the #1 online sportsbook in which they're currently offering a 125% deposit match up to $2,500 on your first 3 deposits. That means if you put in $500, you will have $1,250 to play with. BetUS has 24/7 customer service and 24-hour payouts. You can click the top link in the description to receive your bonus. We're also giving away $125 in free play. So the first 5 people to DM their account to me showing their account number on X will receive $25 in free play. If you guys want to get in on the action, obviously Mavs, Clippers, Friday night, you can tail a bet. If you think the Mavericks going to close it out, you could go ahead and do that. BetUS is an awesome sports book, and by supporting them, you help support this channel. So thank you so much to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Luka Doncic is the only player in NBA history to average 8+ rebounds per game and 8+ assists per game in the playoffs. He is also second all-time in playoff points per game. Luka has played in 33 playoff games. He scored at least 20 points in 31 of them. He scored at least 25 points in 27 of them. He scored at least 30 points in 20 of them. The only players in NBA history with more playoff games with 35+ points and 10+ assists than Luka Doncic: LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Jerry West, Oscar Robinson. And then the most impressive one, if you will, Luka Doncic. He set the record, guys, for the most consecutive 20-point games on the road in the playoffs with 16 after putting forth the effort he did of Game 5. And he surpassed Jordan's 15 games. So Luka's making all sorts of history. This guy continues to go out there and absolutely ball out and impress. And Luka Doncic is 4th all-time in 35-point, 10-assist playoff games. All of his have been against the Clippers. Luka Doncic has owned this Clippers team and franchise over the years, and now the Mavericks are so close to putting the Clippers out of their misery and putting them away. As Derrick Jones Jr., he got praised by Luka. Luka called him underrated. But then also Kleba, got to give him a shout out. He had 15 important points from off the bench, and also Jaden Hardy had 14. So those were 2 of the unsung heroes in this one who stepped up for the Mavericks when they needed a little bit of offense outside of Luka. But obviously Luka did most of the damage, not only getting his, but just affecting how everything operated on the court, setting up his teammates. Again, finishing with 35, 10, and 7, and he played 39 minutes. This from a guy who was sick and injured. So it's crazy. It really is. It seems like we're witnessing greatness every night. I'm a big Nikola Jokic fan. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a huge Luka fan, and these guys go out there and they routinely put out these performances. They routinely have these excellent games that it makes you take it for granted sometimes just how great these players really are. And Luka, I mean, he is one more win away from getting to the second round with his Mavs team. And with the way the Mavs are clicking, again, they can be a lot better. You know, they can definitely play much better than what we've seen. There's no telling what this team can accomplish. But of course, they got to get through just one more game and win this series on Friday. So this was just a tremendous bounce back game. After the Clippers did what they did in Game 4, it looked like, here we go. You know, without Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden having big games. But Dallas, to do what they did, guys, on the road, following that deflating defeat, the way they were able to win this game. It's not like this was a nail-biter. This was a blowout. This was a rout. I mean, it was just devastation on the face of the fans watching this game because they knew their Clippers just played a very, very bad one. And it was Luka who was all smiles, getting the last laugh in this contest. So this was just a huge win, huge performance from Luka Doncic. The Dallas Mavericks will look to close things out in Game 6 of this series on Friday night. Guys, let me know your thoughts of Luka's masterclass. Hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. That's it for me. It's Luka signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.